Okay, working on the 79 F100 short box truck. Switching it from an automatic to a standard. It came originally with a standard transmission, a manual shift, a 4-speed overdrive. I don't have that transmission, but I do have an NT 435 over here that I'm going to put in it. So that's just about ready to go. Excuse the mess. I've had a couple projects on the go here. I've got to clean up. Here's the box off the old truck. Working on that. I got the rear bed support put in. Roughed in the wheel houses. Got the bottom redone. A couple of rust holes that need to be touched up yet. Right there. And there's another one on that same bed. And looking back, I probably would have been best to buy another whole new bed support. But hey, it is what it is. But what I'm doing today mainly is working on this cross member for the rear transmission support out of that truck. So I want to be able to paint this up, get the rust off it, and I didn't have a container large enough to fit it in. So I built myself one, and that's what this video is mainly about, is building this little box. And I don't think I need to show anybody how to build a box, but this is more of the idea of doing it. So I built this box, and I lined it with this latex membrane that you use for shower renovations. So you would put your cement wallboard up and then coat it with this, and it works really well. It's not cheap, so I wouldn't rush out and buy a container of it just to do this project. But if you happen to see some on the local buy and sells in Canada, we have the marketplace for Facebook and things like that. Down in the US, I suspect you use Craigslist quite a bit, and it often comes up because people buy a whole container like this, and it's way more than you need for one shower renovations. We've done 2 shower renovations with this, and it's still almost half full. So I'm going to use it on this project. So I have one coat on, and then I'm going to do another coat. I'm going to let it completely dry, so if it does do any shrink back, I'll see it, and I'll make sure to seal it. And which I think it has done a little shrink back on this wood in places. Anyway, immaterial at this point in time. It's just a box. But I want to try a pH reducer for swimming pools as a rust remover. I've tried it in the past. It worked well, but I've only done it in a small scale, just in like a gallon bucket. And I want to see if I can do it with this thing and how long it will take. So that's going to be my experiment. Once I get this box built, I'll fill it up with that pH reducer and go for it. I did find that the pH reducer does create a bit of flash rust. When you pull it out, you get some flash rust from it. And, excuse me, I found that if I spray the part down with Super Clean, mixture of Super Clean, it doesn't have to be full strength, it prevents that flash rust from coming. So just a tip there, if anybody's doing any de-rusting with anything that causes flash rust, like vinegar or any of that. If you get that flash rust within the first 5-10 minutes, if you hit it as soon as you get it out of the solution, your rust removing solution, with the Super Clean mixture, you won't have flash rust. And actually, I'll show you a piece that was done this way, and it's actually a piece for the corners of the this right here. Excuse me. This is for the corners, the rear lower corner of the bed, like up here, and you can see that there's one left in place, part of it. So I have salvaged one from another old truck box, and this was done in the pH reducer, and it was pretty covered in rust. And I hit it with the Super Clean mixture and haven't touched it since, and it's been sitting out. Now this is about a month ago, or more even. Anyway, that's it. That's my tip on de-rusting. A little bit of Super Clean, a little bit of pool reducer, which I'll try and get back to you if it works. And hopefully that'll look nice like new again. Alright, have a great day. Alright, the box dried overnight, so it's the next day from when I built the box and coated it with the Red Guard. I put the part in. It took this box took 8 gallons roughly of water, and then I used a cup and a quarter, probably closer to a cup and a half of the Pool pH negative, Pool pH reducer, and then I put the part in the hot water, and I may try, I can't for the glare from the lights, but I may try putting on some electricity on it, low charge, just to see if it speeds it up any. But I'll give it the day first in this solution. So that's 8 gallons of water, a cup and we'll say a cup and a half of pH negative pool reducing, pH level reducer for pools, and the part. So the box I built, just wanted to cover this too. The box I built is a little bit wider than I needed. However, I have a tunnel for this truck that I want to derust as well. So if this works, the tunnel will be going in there, and it was a little wider. So that's why the box was a little wider. Plus, it gives you a little more water volume. Anyway, part's in there, and without the glare of the lights, it's bubbling away. You can see it. There's stuff coming off of it. So I'll give it some time. I'll give it the day, and I'll report back. Okay, a little update on the derusting project for the cross member for the old truck. I got the tank built, 8 gallons of water in it, and I ended up using 2.5 cups of the pH reducer for swimming pools in 8 gallons of water. I think I said in the earlier on it was less than that, but anyway, so about 2.5 cups. The tank is holding up well, no leaks so far. And the part has been in since 7 o'clock this morning, so that means it's noon now, so it's been in there for 5 hours. So let's have a look, and I have been brushing it with wire brush, off and on, just lightly over the top and stuff. I never really went too aggressive with it. So here's the part, and if you remember earlier, that's what it was a lot rustier. It's coming along pretty good. So that's 5 hours in the tank. Let's see if I can get underneath of it to have a look. Yeah, so it'll clean up nice. And I keep agitating it a little bit with the wire brush just to help it along a little bit. And I added a fish tank heater just because I had it. I don't think it really needs it, but to keep it a little warm. I don't think it's going to do a whole heck of a lot because it's an open top tank. So anyway, 5 hours in the tank so far. I'll check back this evening, see how it looks, and throughout the day I'll probably come out and give it a little brush with the wire brush. Okay, time for an update on the derusting with the pH reducer. So I'm out here now, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. Let's see how it looks. I haven't really touched it much since lunchtime, so let's see how much rust has come off this thing. See, there's a lot of sediment in the water. I'll give it a little shake there. Oh yeah, not too bad. It's got some rust still on it, but I'll leave it. Let's have a look on the underneath of it. Yeah, it's coming along. Certainly a lot better than it was. So I'll leave it in overnight. Let's just have a little rub on the. These gloves have a texture on them, so they're actually will rub some of the rust off maybe. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's taking it off. Just a little bit of light rubbing. I do have a wire brush here. Alright, let's try it with the wire brush. Let's see. Yeah, it's coming off. But I think not too bad for the price. I mean, a container of the pH reducer was $10. I got it at Canadian Tires. I'm in Canada, so $10 plus tax. And I think it's Aquarius is what it's the name of the brand. Anyway, so if you're interested in this method, it seems to work okay. And that little tank heater actually keeps the water pretty warm. I'm quite surprised. Not hot, but it's certainly warm. So that's good. So I'll just let it go until tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow I'll do a little light sanding on it and paint this thing. Alright. Okay, 7 o'clock in the morning, next day, so it's 24 hours since I put this part in the pH reducing solution. Water's cleared up nicely. I suspect a lot of this is sediment on top, so let's just have a look to see how it looks. The part looks, and I actually added this little, I wanted to try this bracket out, see how it derusted. It was pretty rusty. Yeah, it's coming off. You have to wipe it off, wipe the rust off, like everything else. It's only been in here 12 hours. So. It was pretty covered in rust. Yeah. Actually not bad. Anyway, I'll set that aside. We'll go after the big part. Let's give it a wipe down. See what it looks like. Oops. I don't want to drag it on the bottom too much because it's I don't want to rip that membrane. Alright. Not a lot of difference since yesterday. Let's check the top of it. I might have to give it a good brushing. Alright, well, no, it's still coming, but it's still not, it's not completely cleaned up for 12 hours, or for 24 hours. So it may take some more mechanical work to get the rust off. And maybe that's as far as this project will go with this. Yeah, I'll leave it for the best part of the day, and I may just pull it out and sand it, what's left of it, and see if, because I want to get this back together. Alright, well, that's it. So that's 24 hours later. And water's still warm, so the tank heater's still working. It's not much different since yesterday, so it may be to the end of it. Alright, I'll think about this process and see what I can do. I'll get back to you. Alright, back at the rust removal tank. After 24 hours, it didn't seem to change a lot. It did its job right at the very first. The first 12 hours did really well, and then it kind of didn't do much more after that. So I'm wondering if the pH reducer, gets depleted or something like that. So what I did, I sprinkled about a half a cup total in the water, and you can see it in places along the cross member. I'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll pick up the pace again, and if not, then that's all it's going to do. So I just wanted to say this is the stuff that I've been using right here, and that's a 3 kilogram container of granular pH reducer, and like I say, I paid $9.99 at Canadian Tire for it. Okay, all right, back at the derusting tank again. This will be it. I'm not going to do any more derusting with this cross member. I want to get it out and get it painted. So whatever it is, it is. I went looking for my Super Clean. I couldn't find it. Must be out, I suspect. Someone borrowed it and never brought it back. So anyway, I have this stuff. It's LA awesome, totally awesome. LA's totally awesome cleaner. I got it at the Dollar Tree. $1.25 for a liter, and it actually cleans really well for like mild soiled stuff. I wouldn't say it would hit heavy grease stuff very well. So I'm going to give it a shot on here to see if it will keep the flash rust down, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll pause you and I'll come right back. Okay, I hit it with the cleaner and wipe it down a little bit. And I'll give you kind of a look at how it derusted. There's not a lot of rust left on this. A little bit there could be taken off. Like you can see some can be taken off with sandpaper by hand. Yeah, it came out pretty good. And there's some up in here, easily removed. And the other side, and here's the along here. So the pool pH reducer works. This is the heaviest area on both ends where the rust seems to be hanging in there. So the reducer works. Not as good as the evapor rust, which actually I could stick that end in the evapor rust and get rid of that. And yeah, I'm happy with it. It's now on the evening of the day after, so we're looking at almost 36 hours in that solution. But yeah, it certainly did a decent job. So I'm going to, maybe I'll dip it in the evapor rust on the ends and get rid of that what's left there on each side, because I can fit that in the bucket easy. And then I'll sand it, prime it, and paint it. All right, thanks for watching. Back again with the cross member derusting in the pH reducer. This end here, I put in the evapor rust to try to help, and it didn't actually take much more off. So probably if I'd left it in the pH reducer another night, as much as I did with the evapor rust time, another 12 hours, it probably would have gotten to this point anyhow. So this is the end I didn't put in the evapor rust. So in my opinion, the pH reducer does a pretty decent job for the price of it. And you can build large quantities, say a 45-gallon drum, put in, a kilogram of it, and I think you'd have a pretty good rust removing system. So I did spray this down with Spray 9. I couldn't find my Super Clean, so I wanted to try Spray 9 anyway. So I did spray it down with Spray 9. So you can see the line there where it did the evapor rust. And with the Spray 9, it didn't do any flash rust. There was a little bit of rust there, but this has been sitting out now for an hour or so. So it looks good. So the Spray 9, I think, will work pretty decent, at least to keep it from having to do a lot of derusting after on flash rust. Because these things flash rust really quickly if you don't have some kind of protection on them. So I'll take this and wash it down with some wax and grease remover, and I'll sand it first, wax and grease remover, and then I'll paint it up. Thanks. Okay, back again with the cross member derusting. She's all derusted, primed, and painted. And I bet you're probably thinking, geez, I wish she finally got that done. Because on every video, every portion of this video I put up, I said I was going to do it. So it's done. It turned out very well. I'm quite pleased with it. So not like new, but certainly a heck of a lot better than it was. So there you go. Pool pH reducer. And a little bit of elbow grease. And that's it. She is finished. I appreciate you guys watching these videos, and take care, and we'll see you in the next one.